Em? Where you headed?
The kitchen.
How about going out to dinner with me tonight?
I really appreciate the offer,
No
Jack, but
strings attached, I promise.
I'm just not up to it tonight, okay?
How much energy does it take to lift a fork to your mouth?
It's not the energy I'm worried about. It's... I don't want to run into anyone I know, especially a former patient of mine.
You have nothing to be embarrassed about.
That's easy for you to say. You're not the one who's been arrested and just had your medical license suspended.
Because of Patty. You did nothing wrong.
All right, why don't you tell that to the Drug Enforcement Administration?
As soon as they find out who wrote those prescriptions...
I know, Jack, I know. I wish I could go back to treating my patients, because I feel useless right now.
Hey, don't start getting down on yourself.
All right, there's a psychiatrist now, you or me.
I think you need to get away from the stress. We'll eat some food. We'll talk about sports. I'll do impressions of the mustache for you. That doesn't take your mind off things, nothing will. Oh, excuse me. Well, speak of the devil.
You need to come with me, Jack.
You don't just blow in here and state that.
Honest, do you think I would if I didn't think it was necessary?
I'm gonna go to the kitchen.
No, wait.
Thank you.
Okay, spit it out.
Are you still willing to prove that Adam is alive?
I'll do anything for Nicholas.
Good. I need a pair of hands.
For what?
Dig up Adam's grave.
So Patty said there were two Adams the night of the murder here at the club.
Exactly. It supports our theory that it was Hightower's body that was pulled from the rubble after the explosion and not Adam.
I know that Patty has blurted out some useful information in the past, but mostly she's just in her own little fantasy world.
You're right. Unfortunately, we can't really believe anything Patty says.
Yes, which is why Nicholas and Victor have decided they should dig up Adam's grave to get dental impressions from his body without the approval of the district attorney and against my advice.
We really don't have any choice, Michael. We don't. His trial date has been moved up to next week.
We all know Pomerantz is never going to let us dig up that body.
Another piece of the puzzle.
What is that?
I subpoenaed the parking receipts from the athletic club the night of the policeman's ball. Check out the cars, the drivers.
And?
Oh, well, my staff has been in touch with the delivery services, and most of the guests have been accounted for. However, there was a cab driver who said he picked up a fare late that night.
Can I see that, baby?
Well, I'm sure that a lot of cabbies picked up guests here from the party that night.
However, this particular passenger kept his mask on the entire time.
It's probably Adam.
Wait a second. Where did he take him?
I'm glad you asked. He dropped him off at an old bus stop near a cornfield out on Highway, wait for it, 53.
Highway 53.
Yes.
That was the second place that Adam made a call to earlier in the evening.
May I see that?
Yeah.
Still doesn't make any sense. I mean, there's nothing out there.
Who goes to a cornfield late at night?
My gut's telling me it's all part of Adam's plan.
This is something else that Pomerantz will ignore.
Well, he's not going to be able to ignore us any longer if we prove that Hightower is the one that is in the ground.
There you go. Joey. Jana, hey, it's Kevin. Just calling to see what you're up to. I'm at the coffee house, so why don't you come on by? Keep me company.
Hello, Ryder.
Jana, I didn't expect to see you back here so soon.
Well, I promised to visit.
I still don't know why you would.
I told you, you helped me, and so I want to help you.
That's cool, but I don't...
You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking since I last saw you. And I don't think that you belong in here.
I don't think the rest of your family would agree.
Mama Bear just wants to rip you from limb to limb. Dead end, sister killer. Well, lucky you. You get to see yourself die 1,000,000 times. Shut up! Shut up! Go away!
I see that bitch again. I was in that cage with Sarah and Daisy. They're monsters. You're nothing like them.
I'm glad you don't think that I belong in here. But I came back to Genoa City to man up, to take my punishment.
Any word on a trial date?
Could be months.
I don't think it's fair. Because you helped me and Lauren escape. And after all that, you turned yourself in.
Not everyone's as forgiving as you are. You know, this book you gave me, it talks a lot about changing your life for the better. Not your circumstances, but me as a person.
Well, I'm glad that you're finding it to be a comfort. I'd still like to do more.
I know you don't like getting your hands dirty.
Literally dirty.
When I heard you telling the district attorney that Adam had donated bone marrow to Hightower and he refused to listen, I had a feeling we're all going to get our hands a little dirty.
Dad made arrangements for someone to meet us out there.
You get dental impressions?
Since Mr. Pomeranz won't even consider anyone but Adam being in their grave.
I would really like you to reconsider this.
Why?
Because you're breaking the law.
Your objection is duly noted, Michael.
May I speak to you for a minute?
Sure. Do not waste your breath talking me out of this, okay?
Well, I had a feeling you'd say that. So I got you this, per your request.
An insurance policy in case something goes awry. All right, shall we go?
Let's do it.
Be careful.
Will do.
Just don't get caught.
Why are you so against this?
Because too many things could go wrong.
Or they could end up proving that Nick is innocent.
Exactly. Hey, if you were in Nick's position, wouldn't you do the exact same thing?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
of course.
Of course.
If that turned out not to be Hightower's body in that grave, this could all blow up in their faces.
You know it's no coincidence that Adam had the cab driver bring him to the exact same place he called earlier that evening, the night he supposedly died.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I am. There are clues in that cornfield.
Hey, you got my message?
No, but I need to talk to you.
Okay.
I just saw Ryder in the jail.
You went back to see him again?
Kevin, we are all that he's got.
Well, then why didn't you call me and ask me to go with you?
Because you were working.
You could have told me.
Well, I'm telling you now. And after seeing him, I'm convinced that he needs to be released as soon as possible.
You gotta be kidding me with this. After everything that he and Daisy and Sarah put all of us through, you think he deserves to be free?
Lauren? Sweetheart, what happened?
All my fear has been leaving the apartment, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Sarah's here.
How do you mean?
Every time I look in the mirror, every time I see my reflection in a glass,
The House of Mirrors.
it all comes flooding back. My heart starts pounding.
God, your hand. You need stitches. We gotta get you to the hospital.
Not deep.
You can't go on like this.
I know. What if Ben had been with me? What?
I know we talked about going to see a professional. I've been very busy. I'm sorry about that. We should have put this as a priority.
No, I wasn't ready the last time we talked about it.
Please tell me that you're ready now. Okay.
Emily Peterson.
Emily, Michael Baldwin, Lauren and I need to see you.
Michael, what's going on?
Well, Lauren's having a bit of a crisis. And I heard you were a lot of help when you talked to Jana and Kevin.
I'm sorry, Michael, but I wish I could, but...
Look, I know you can't legally practice. I'm asking you to do this as a friend. Please. You're the only one who can really relate to what Lauren's going through.
Weird. Sharon, look at that. A payphone.
Well, it's not working.
Well, I'm sure it was working the night that Adam used it.
Who would he call out here?
I don't know. Children of the Corn.
Yeah, this place is creepy.
Yes, it is, and so is Adam. Makes you wonder who he was meeting, what he was doing in such a desolate spot.
You think he was meeting someone?
Yeah, I do.
Well, shall we?
Yeah, let's go. Let's see what secrets the cornfield has for us.
Hey.
This way.
Oh, found it.
Too bad there's not another way.
That'll be done. Okay, let's get to it. There's fresh salt here, so this shouldn't be too difficult.
What happened earlier with the mirrors? What were you feeling?
Like I'm losing my mind.
You're not, you know?
Right. I'm just redecorating.
Lauren, you have to remember you have been through a terrifying experience.
And so have you. How are you holding it together?
It's all an act. Inside, I feel violated. It's the only way I can describe it.
Yeah. That's exactly the way I feel.
It's because we were, Lauren. We had our identities stolen. We were locked up. Taken away from the people we care about.
I thought my captors were gonna kill me.
I almost did.
You do understand.
Through this whole chain of events, it just seems so surreal.
It's a nightmare.
Which she's been having plenty of lately.
It almost feels like it's still happening. Yeah?
Yeah. And that's why I freaked out earlier.
I have my freak out moments too.
I mean, when you go through something like this, how do you get past it? How do you pick up the pieces?
I don't know. I don't have all the answers. But as difficult as it is, we can't give up. We have to fight to get our lives back. And if we don't, the people who terrorized us win.
I still don't get why you feel Ryder should be allowed out of jail before his trial.
Come on, Kevin. What Ryder did is no worse than what you and I did back in the day.
That was different.
How?
How? I was traumatized by my dad, and you had a brain tumor.
And he was manipulated by his sociopath aunt and sister. And besides, he ended up doing the right thing.
Well, that does not make up for all the pain he caused me when you were missing.
You said you didn't even know if you could forgive him, and yet you went and checked on him after his arraignment.
Don't turn a moment of weakness into something it's not, Jana.
I don't think this is weak. Showing sympathy for your brother, do you?
Fine, no. But I'm still not willing to let bygones be bygones.
You were the only one who showed me compassion when everybody else thought that I was psychotic.
Jana, stop this.
And what about your family and the hell that you put them through? They didn't disown you, did they?
So what point are you trying to make here?
My point is, Ryder deserves compassion too.
I cannot believe you are being so adamant about this.
You said you were relieved that I might actually be starting to feel something again.
I am.
You also said that me showing gratitude towards Ryder was a good sign.
Yeah, it's a good sign, Jana.
So then, if this is the first emotion that I'm feeling since my aneurysm, why aren't you encouraging me instead of fighting me?
Phyllis. Phyllis?
into a scarecrow, and I just had things on it, and it just reminded me of that guy, you know, and with the hockey mask, and it freaked me out. I'm fine.
Wow, you almost gave me a heart attack.
I'm fine. Did you find anything?
Oh, speaking of masks.
Oh my God, is that?
This is the same kind of mask that Hightower and Adam wore to that ball.
The cab driver said that his passenger had the mask on the entire time, and Hightower had no reason to hide his identity.
But Adam did.
He was on the run that night. And if we're right about everything, he can add... Sharon, he could add murder to the list of his crimes.
This has to be his.
Hello, Mr. Newman. Dr. Gleason. Thank you for coming. Jack. It's our dentist, family dentist, Dr. Gleason.
And a very brave man.
Appreciate you coming, Doc. We know the circumstances are unusual.
Well, your father explained to me how important this was.
Well, shall we get started?
I normally don't operate outside my office. On the upside, I guess I won't have to tell the patient to relax.
That's exactly.
Could somebody open the coffin for me?
Get here.
Here, you might need this.
Thank you.
Realize if we find out this is Hightower's body in there, that means Adam set both of you up.
I won't have this murder rap over my head.
Sheila tortured me in ways that you just would never believe. And it lasted decades.
So when you shot her in self-defense...
Yeah, I thought I could finally live a normal life. When I look in the mirror, I don't see myself anymore. I see Sarah.
It's horrifying that someone can steal your life so easily, and then there's nothing you can do about it.
Meanwhile, they're in your house. They're touching your things. They're wearing your clothes.
Sarah was a very disturbed woman.
But that is no excuse for what she did.
I understand. Believe me, I do. Patty Williams has destroyed my career, and she's ruined my life with Jack. And now I'm withdrawing from the meds that she had me on.
I can't even imagine what it would be like to be locked in that mental institution.
It's okay. I was angry and frustrated. I still am, Lauren. I still am.
So how do you handle this?
I can empathize with Patty.
Empathize?
I now know what it's like to be utterly alone, trapped, scared, and the whole world is against you.
Do you ever get past this fear?
Not totally. But I'll tell you something. When I go to those dark places, I remind myself that Patty can only pretend to be me. She can't take away who I am inside.
That's right. That's right. Just like Sarah could never take away who you are.
I really wish I could believe that. I feel like I'm disappearing.
Well, I will give what you said some thought.
In other words, you're blowing me off.
I didn't say that.
How are you okay with that? Your brother just rotting away in jail.
Compared to where you were kept, that is a 4-star hotel.
So this is about payback.
Look, Jana, you want to keep visiting Ryder, letting him know he's not alone, that's fine. but he deserves to face some justice. And at this moment, that means spending some time behind bars.
Well, it doesn't have to be
Okay,
so complicated.
you know what? I've got a coffee supplier I gotta go meet with.
Now?
Yep. Now, we can talk about this later.
Will that even do any good?
Probably not.
Phyllis? Finally.
Are you guys almost finished?
Yeah, it shouldn't be much longer. Supergirl asleep?
She's with a sitter.
So you're not home?
Nope. Sharon and I are doing a little detective work.
I don't even want to know what that means.
We're in a cornfield off of Highway 53.
Oh, so you're in a cornfield out in the dark, just wandering around?
This from the man who's digging up a corpse right now.
Still don't like this, though.
Listen, baby, the worst that can happen is we fall into a gopher hole. Guess what we found?
What?
A mask.
A mask? Like from the ball?
Nick? Nick? Nicholas, baby? Nick?
Phil? Phil, damn it.
Who are you talking to?
I was talking to Nick, but the phone died halfway through.
Oh, well, I'd give you mine, but I haven't had any service since we got out here.
Yeah, stupid cell phones.
So, what did he say when you told him that we were out here?
He wasn't thrilled, obviously, right? But he knows I'm a pro.
You are?
The scarecrow! Yeah, I am. You know, Sharon, if I hadn't gone after that information on Dr. Taylor, we'd be clueless about a lot of things, you know.
Ironic, isn't it?
What is?
For years, we've both fought over Nick.
Now we are on the same team.
I hope that you don't think this is some grand scheme of mine to get him back.
No, of course not. I mean, even I don't think you're that shallow.
You know, Faith is really starting to recognize Nick. The other day, he came over, and she held her arms out for him to pick her up, and he did, and she had this big smile on her face, and it was just almost as if we were...
family.
Do you ever regret telling us the truth, that she's her daughter?
No. Because I see the look in his eyes when he looks at that little girl.
Well, the tables were turned. I don't know if I'd be that magnanimous.
Maybe you would. You know, when all of that went down, I could have flipped out. But I had to trust my husband. I had to trust that my husband loves me, and I do. Let's keep on looking. I'm not really interested in playing true confession with you right now.
Well, nice that the ladies can put their differences aside for the moment.
Just a sign that they both love you, boy.
Phil said something about them finding a mask.
I've got the impression of the teeth. It's in my bag.
Thank you. You have Adams and Hightower's dental records to compare this with.
At my office.
Listen carefully. You need to work on this tonight. Please do. It's imperative. We find out who is lying in that casket, okay?
I'll get right on it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Doug.
We may have scarred that dude for life.
Yeah. Let's finish that, okay? Put the casket back in the ground.
Hello. Hi. Thank you for coming so quickly. Do you have the loan papers?
Right here in my briefcase, Mrs. Fisher.
Please. I'm glad that you drew them up the other day when we met, because I wasn't sure if this was something that I wanted to do, but now I'm certain.
We discussed a collateral loan.
Yes, I will be borrowing against Crimson Lights. Where do I sign?
Do you trust your husband?
It's my life.
Do you believe that he knows the real you?
When Sarah took my place, he knew something was off from the get-go.
That's why I slept in the guest room. And then eventually, Fenmore and we moved in with my mother.
I know how much Michael loves me.
What about Fen?
Oh. He didn't like Sarah. And she looked like Lauren. But she didn't have a clue how to be her.
What was your reunion like with him?
He clung to me like he was never gonna let go.
So, Lauren, when you feel like you're disappearing, that's what you need to hold on to. Your sons, your husband, the people who love you. And if you do that, you will get through this.
I'll try.
You sure you don't want to stay for a drink? You earned it.
Oh, maybe next time.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. Hey, I want you to call me anytime, day or night.
You're gonna be sorry you said that.
No, I won't. I won't.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you won big time.
Oh, no, it's my pleasure, please. Night.
Night.
Good night.
I really do feel better.
Do you now?
Yeah, I do.
Well, that's what I want. I want your old cheerful self. That's all.
I miss that Lauren, too.
Oh. It is extremely late.
Oh, yeah. We've got to go pick up Ben at Gloria's.
Mm-hmm. That I do. Is there any chance that perhaps you would like to join me? No pressure.
Is Jana Fisher still here?
No, she's not. I'm her husband. Something I can do for you?
I forgot to give these duplicate papers to your wife.
Jana took out a loan? What the? What's going on?
You're being released.
Yeah, right. My fairy godmother bailed me out.
No, I did.
Well. Had a hunch you try to take matters into your own hands again. You're all under arrest.
Well, if it isn't our extraordinarily capable district attorney, Mr. Pomerantz. Not so fast, okay?
Well, let me guess. Get out of jail free cards?
This is a notarized authorization by the Hightower family for me to disinter this body.
How the hell you get this?
How do you think I got it? They happen to be interested in what happened to Hightower. He even gave me his dental records.
Which we are comparing to impressions we've just taken from this body.
Now, Mr. Pomerantz, if this turns out to be Hightower's body, it's gonna make you like a damn fool, won't it?
Well, anything?
No, not even a gum wrapper.
Well, at least we're not going home completely empty-handed.
Yeah, exactly. We found the mask.
We?
You found the mask.
Look, assuming Hightower is dead, this is proof that Adam was here.
I know. I can't stop thinking about this. Why this desolate area?
I don't know. I mean, you think maybe he hid something out here? Or
Yeah, but I know, but there are a million places in town to hide something.
Yeah. Well, maybe he hid a car out here. I mean, I saw tire tracks.
Yeah, but that could have been from the cab.
It's true. Well, I think we've done all we can here
I
tonight.
think we have to. Let's go.
Oh my God, do you think it's after us?
I know, that's crazy. Here it comes.
Oh my God, it's coming back! Phyllis, do you run!
Sharon! Sharon, can you hear me? We have to get out of here. That stuff's poison. Sharon!
Next on The Young and the Restless.
What Heather Stevens needs is to get...
What?
She needs to get a life.
The Jana I knew would never do something like this.
And I guess I'm not the Jana that you knew.
What, you're arresting us?
You need a court order to exhume a body.
Join us again for The Young and the Restless,